Someone's knocking at the door. Someone's knocking at the door. Can you hear him knocking? Can you hear him knocking?
If Jesus come that they want to finish, Shebi they say he's a miracle worker. We want to see him now. Do that miracle. Let us know. Can I tell you, God is not a politician. He cannot say what he cannot do. Before he said it, he has started it. Before he meant it, he has finished it. Because he's the ancient and he's the youngest. Before the problem, he has been existent. After the problem, he's still God. Can I tell you something? His name is called ageless. His name is called weariless. He's tireless. He's faithless. He's multi-dimensional God. He's the God that began before the beginning. Anyone he chooses to help, nobody can stop him. Man can mount roadblock and do stop and search. Nobody can stop God and search him. Because God is a spirit. It passes where you did not know that it's passing. But he showed forth himself that had passed. It was orchestrated. It was planned. It was premeditated that this function, we are going to mess up the celebrant. Somebody sat down somewhere and said, this man, we will make him beg food in Lagos. That is their plan. But there's something they didn't know. That their plan and their thought are not the thought of God. They might not like your face. That does not mean that God hates you. You might not look beautiful enough. That does not make God to disqualify you. What men say is their opinion. God is still saying something. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Oh, I thank you, Jehovah. Oh, you are thought and not the thought of men. Oh, Jehovah, I thank you, I thank you. Sing it. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I thank you, Jehovah. You are thought and not the thought of men. Jehovah, I thank you. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I thank you, Jehovah. You are thought and not the thought of men. Jehovah, I thank you, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you.
You are not singing.
I thank you, Jehovah. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of man. Jehovah, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you.
I thank you.
I thank you, Papa. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of man. Jehovah, I thank you, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I thank you, Jehovah. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of man. Jehovah, I thank you.
Imela sopotamo uchegi yaboro uche mado onyamamo imela
Jehovah Shabugu Chemado Jehovah Imela.
I thank you, I thank you, I
thank you.
I thank you, Jehovah. Your thought another thought of man. Jehovah, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you.
Sing
I thank you,
it.
Jehovah. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of men. Jehovah, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you.
I thank you.
I thank you, Jehovah. Your thought another thought of man. Jehovah, I thank you, I thank you.
I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I thank you, Jehovah. Your thoughts are not the thoughts of men. Jehovah, I thank you.
Imela papa uchegi yaboro ucho nirome. Jehovah, imela Jehovah, uchegi yaboro uche mado. Ojewa uche chukwa yaboro uche mado.
Ojewa imela.
Uchegi yaboro uche mado.
Ojewa imela.
Uche chukwa yaboro uche mado.
Ojewa imela.
Uche chukwa yaboro uche nirome.
Ojewa imela.
Uche chukwa yaboro uche mado.
Ojewa imela.
Uche chukwa yaboro uche nirome.
Ojewa imela.
Uchegi yaboro uche mado.
Ojewa imela.
Uchegi yaboro uche mado. Uchegi yaboro uche mado. Sing it. Uchegi yaboro uche mado. 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 Uche chukwa yaboro uche nirome. Uche chukwa yaboro uche nirome. Uche chukwa yaboro uche nirome. Not the thought of God. Their thoughts are not the thought of God. Their thoughts are not the thought of God. They are planning negative. God is working on positive. Their thought is not the thought of God. Who is he that says a word and it comes to pass where Jehovah has not spoken? Don't they meant it for evil, but God is turning the evil into good. Somebody shout fire. I will lift up Jesus. Sit down. Amen. In case you're just walking, we are treating a topic titled, Who Stole the Wine? Who stole the wine? Ha ha! Whoever stole the wine shall be caught red-handed. When we turn it to prayer, somebody will understand what I'm saying. Who stole the wine? Men and brethren, they stole the wine in order to do what? Embarrass the celebrant. Why? Because the celebrant is always bragging with Jesus. So they said, let's do this. Let's see what the man is bragging about can do. Sometimes some things you go through is as a result of what? The way you worship. Halagamana. You didn't hear what I just said. Sometimes some things you go through is as a result of where you worship. They say he has been bragging about this pastor. Let's push him and see what the God of his pastor can do. But I can tell you categorically, my God is not omniscient yesterday. My God is omniscient now. That you have not gotten does not mean that God is asleep. God is working on something. God is trying to sort out something. I asked God, why did Hannah had that delay that she had? I asked some questions that can surprise someone. Holy Spirit, why did Hannah have the delay that she had? Does it mean that she doesn't have faith? The Lord said no. It does not mean that it's not because she doesn't have faith. The reason is this: any man or woman that have destiny cannot be understood. I say yes. That's English. Put it the way to make sense to me. He said, I allow Hannah to go through what she go through because a delayed womb produces a king. Let's assume if Hannah have given birth like Peninnah, the children of Hannah would have ended up where the children of Peninnah ended. Who was Elkanah? Elkanah was an ordinary man. It was not a mighty man, but it was a man who believed in God, who go to Shiloh year by year. But in the house of non-entity, when God wants to raise the personality, He will allow some things to happen. Do you know that what your enemy is thinking is not what God is thinking about you? My mom taught me this song I just sang. Every time I look at her, she raises the song. He said, who would have thought that I will give birth to a child that will sit down and be preaching? People will be watching him after all the insult. Meaning, my son, the thought of men are not the thought of God. It doesn't matter what you are going through now. One thing I want you to know, that the thought of God towards you is for good. Men might be thinking negative. God will allow them to finish all they know before you do what you know. Because if you are talking, I am talking, who will hear who? When man finish talking, God will talk. Because the voice of God is final. Oh, God. Do you share grace here now? Do you share grace here? Who stole the wine? When you leave this place, tell anybody you see that I said the wine did not finish. That somebody stole it. Sir, how do I know that somebody stole the wine, sir? How do I know? Because if nobody has stolen the wine, Jesus wouldn't approve himself. Whatever you are going through is premeditated to do what? To give back to miracle. If nobody have mocked you, go and hang yourself. If nobody have laughed at you, you are a Pentecostal fool. Only those who are going somewhere are the ones that can mock. Why? Mockery is not pain. Mockery is to remind God you are still in that condition. Who stole the wine? Mama, who stole this wine? Who stole this wine? I have asked choir people. They are still looking for who must find who stole this wine. Who must find it? Don't accuse who did not do something because his head can fight you. Remember that here we said that head fight. Are we there? Who stole the wine? Friends, wine is important in everyone's life. Wine is important in everyone's life because there's no merriment without wine. Celebration is not complete without wine. James chapter 5 verse 13 said, is there anyone among you merry? Let us sing psalm. If there's a place of merriment, there's a place of wine. The Bible said in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 19, it said, hey, as laughter maketh occasion, so wine maketh marriage, and money answered all things. Psalm 104 verse 15, and he said the Lord gave them wine to gladden their heart, and the oil to make their face to be bright, and bread to give them strength. Sir, any altar that lack wine, it lack testimony. Shalakaba. Why? Why is it that of all the things, they didn't see what to steal? Why is it that of all the things they have in the occasion, nothing else finished? Pure water did not finish. Rice did not finish. Wine finished. Because they know that if rice finish, people will manage like that because they can't cook another one. Some people who can come to occasion, they will not eat, but they will drink. So if are you getting this in at all? I've heard occasion several times now. Some people can be angry with you because they came to your occasion, they didn't drink coke. They can forgive you because there's no rice. They know that woman provides rice, man provides coke. So meaning that you didn't count me as part of those you are hosting. Are you there? That was why they focus on wine. Because no matter what you eat without wine, you have no taste. So what the enemy target is what gives you joy. What is not important in your life, the devil does not attack it. Anything that the devil sees that is what is making you happy, they target that is so that I can become sad. And a sad man cannot hear from God. And that's why I tell you, anything that can kill your joy have killed your future. No matter what we are going through. Can I say something to you? Many of us here, we are not wise. If we are wise, there's some things we don't respond to. You went to the doctor and he gave you a negative report. Stand up and tell the doctor, thank you for the report, but it's not my own. Take, I'm going home. And this is Toby in this church. Where we share the grace, please ask her. She's the one in charge of children's class. When I knew her newly, she brought the result to me. What was the result? That they said she had fibroid. I said, fibroid, yes. I said, okay. Go back home, tell your husband that the result say you are pregnant. I was living number 90, Iju Road, Jungle Bus Stop. And that day, it was Tuesday. And I took the result. I tore it and I gave her back. I said, when you step outside, there's a dustbin there. Drop it. When you get back home, the husband is my member. That time, I don't know him. He said, when you get back home, tell him that the test has been done and the test proved that you are what? Pregnant. He said, Pastor, how do I say it? I said, say it anyhow you like. All you need is what? To say it. First, what you accept becomes your problem. Somebody tell you, I will deal with you, keep quiet. You already finished. Because life is like a gun. Whosoever pull the trigger win the battle. If you talk, I respond. How do I know? Can I tell you why? Isaiah chapter 54, verse 17 say, he said, no weapon formed fashioned against you shall prosper. He said, any tongue that rises up against you in judgment, what will happen? He said, no, they shall. He said, you. He didn't say they shall. They didn't say they shall. If they shall, that's your pastor. He didn't say they shall. He said, any tongue that rises up against you, you shall condemn. God does not know who to kill until you tell him the name. Are you there? Are you listening to me? So she got back home, told the husband what he told the husband, was not there. After some time, I called to meet the man, and he's an usher in my church now. And the man said, Pastor, my wife said, you said she's pregnant. I said, no, not that I said she's pregnant. Because if you say you said, it means I'm not sure. She's pregnant. Everybody was talking. Talk didn't start today. And that's why every morning before I enter this auditorium to preach, I will look at her. If I look at her, I will smile. She will do something, say, Daddy, remember saying I'm you. Are you there? Friends, people were talking. Hey, can be pregnancy. Hey, it's fibroid. Listen, let me tell you, whether you are slim, somebody's talking. If you are plumpy, somebody's talking. And the only problem there is that because you are listening, what you did not hear does not make you angry. You are giving attention where you know that anytime you go there, they provoke you with bad words. Stop going there. Because anytime they provoke you, they distance your miracle. You are talking. A young man came to the church. I said, Pastor, the things I'm hearing about you outside is not good. I said, is that? Or he said, yes. I said, okay. I said, Pastor, is that what you're going to say? I said, yes, now. What do you want me to say? Say, no, Pastor, the thing they are saying, at least I have worked with you before. I know you. I don't understand this what they are saying. I said, okay, when they were talking that thing, what did you say? Every man shared testimony. Nobody give the details of the testimony. You only report what they say. What did you say? Because there's no way they will talk. You did not respond. Most times, who tell you what they are saying about you is the one that plans. He's the one that raised the topic. So I said, what did you say? He said, Daddy, I didn't say anything. But I just told them, I know you. If you have changed it yesterday, I said you have said something. And I answered him something. I said, let them be talking. Let me be walking. Because a traditional singer in Delta sang a song, say, well, I'm on Maro. So let them be talking while I am walking. He said, well, Daddy, you are making progress. Oh. I can see that everything has changed. You have even bought a new car. I said, not only new car, we are building houses everywhere. Because if you want your enemy to get heart attack, tell them what they don't want to hear. If you tell them, they will hang themselves. He said, hey, you mean them? Jesus Christ. So what are they saying? I say you are involved. Can I tell you what happened in part 2? When he finished, he was about to go. He said, Daddy, Daddy. You know, only me know that what they are saying is not true. I said, no, I am fake. So calling me original is too late. He said, hey, Daddy, you know where I come from is far. I said, I didn't invite you in the first place. The same way you know how to move your 2 left leg to come and report to what you didn't talk. The same way, carry your 2 left leg and go. I don't have transport. He came out from my office. He said, Daddy, can't you take me to the altar and pray for me? I said, if I take you to the altar, you'll die on the altar. Yes, now. They have told you that I am not good. You still want me to put the hand that is not good on your head. You want the destiny to finish. He waited. I told my wife, I just give sign. I said, guys, we have not finished our meeting. I just signaled to the pastor, said, we're going. Well, I said, close the church. Will they go? And Daddy, let me stay smart. I said, no space here. Because if I leave, you might lay bad egg. I don't trust you. Praise the Lord. Whosoever pursues you is pursuing you not because of you. Is pursuing because of the destiny God gave you. Hear me. Hear me. If you come from a family where nobody is doing well, and you want to do well, what do you think will happen to you? Somebody is not answering me at all. You came from a family where nobody has married. Marriage has been after 3:45. That has been marriage there. And you now wake up, you are going out with a young man, and the young man opened his mouth and bought a ring and engaged you. Please, from the day they wear you that ring, know that that ring is a bullet. Because not everybody that is smiling, that is happy. It was somebody who came for the occasion, who planned with the celebrant that stole the wine. I will tell you. When we get there, I will show you who stole the wine. Or you think I don't know? I know who stole the wine, so I ask you. I know who stole my own. You look for who stole your own. Who stole the wine? And I told you, the wine stands for different things in our lives. Some people, the wine is their womb. Some person, the wine is their destiny. Some person, the wine is their job. Some person, the wine is their joy. Some person, the wine is their financial key. Some person, the wine is their connection. But you must find out what has been stolen from me. Because what you don't know that they stole from you, you cannot recover it. Are we in this meeting? You know I'm not jumping up and down because I have too much prayer to pray. Pastor Clement, this wine stands for different things. Anything that will make you call for a party that is missing is what the wine stands for. Some people were aware to do before. Suddenly somebody stole money from them. Or they gave the person the money, and the money used the money to go and work against them. What has happened? What made them tick? They have lost it. Some people, wine is their marriage. The worst adage to use for a woman is to say, I knew when you were married. That woman can poison you. If you want to insult a woman, don't use that for her. If a woman have a broken marriage, don't use that to mock her. She can kill you. Why? She will tell you, it's better your own break so that you will feel what I'm feeling. Are we here? Friends, anyone that fight against your office is not your friend. You can fight my family. I can forgive you. Don't point your hand against the church. Because you know why? The day you point your hand against the church, you are telling God, I want him to go through hunger, starvation, death, and be disgraced. So if anybody rises up to block your quotation, pray against the person. God will kill the person. Why? The Bible says, whatsoever our hand findeth doing shall prosper. So whosoever does not want the work of your hand to prosper is a witch. If you hear, say, I hear. It's not English. It's not English. Are you there? Who stole the wine? It doesn't matter who has stolen the wine. The purpose of stealing the wine is to bring you insult. It's to make people talk. But thank God Jesus is in the meeting. If Jesus is still available, whatever they stole shall be recovered. Hey, sir, thank God we can still invite Jesus and he can still come. Even if it's not around, we can still call him. He's around. So we can still remind him. But let's assume he's not around, we can call him, invite him. Because he's the only person that you give invitation at the middle of the night. He responds at the middle of the night. His number does not off. Network does not affect him. Weather does not affect him. He's the only person that when you are asleep, he's awake. He walked upon the sea as if it was a dry ground. He turned water to wine because he's a miracle worker. He filled multitude with a limited word provision. That's why I call him the way maker. The way maker. Forget about what human being is talking. Opinion is free. Young lady, you want to live your life based on what people say, you will crash your future. Because anyone that is talking the way they feel. That is not how God feel. Their thoughts are not the thought of man. Are we there? Who stole the wine? Lord, I won't leave you until I catch this person. Who stole the wine? Men and brethren, the Bible says in John 10:10, the devil cometh but to steal. He didn't start stealing today. He cometh to steal, to kill, to do what? To destroy. Every time I read this John 10:10, I ask myself a question. Oh God, why this? And if I finish reading what is the agenda of Satan, what is his mandate? Sometimes I will say, Satan, you are wicked. Holy Ghost will say, quiet. My mandate is more superior than his mandate. The devil cometh to To steal, to kill, and to destroy. What is his mandate? 3 things. Hello? Satan have 3 mandates. To steal, help me. To kill, and 3 to do what? But Jesus have 1 mandate. The mandate of Jesus is to give you life and more abundant. Meaning, if Satan stole 1 million from your hand, I will give you 100 million. You didn't hear English. If Satan kill 1 child from your womb, I will give you 3 at a time. Sir! Some days ago, somebody brought me a news. It was a magazine. And I was privileged to have known the man involved. I don't know the wife. And they brought the magazine. And the magazine said that this was just 64 years old woman who gave birth to twins. 64 years old woman. 64 years old woman. That simply means that God can frustrate science. Oh, Satan might have stolen your womb. Your womb might have been report damage. It does not matter. When Jesus appeared, a brand new womb will enter. Permit me to run because I feel like I'm running today. Are you there? How many of us know Bayelsa State Governor? His name is called His Excellency Governor Siriaki Dixon. How many of you know him? He didn't have a child. After a long delay, the man did not mind. He continued to pursue his political ambition, knowing fully well, if I don't have a child, does not make me not to fulfill destiny. There's something God sent me to do. Child is not an assignment on earth. Hear this. Marriage is not an assignment on earth. Oh, ma, oh, mara, marara, ma, marara, marara. Quiet! Marriage is not the last bus stop to destiny. Oh, I don't have a baby. Oh, hey. Let me tell you something. Child is not why God sent you on earth. It's part of it, but that is not the main thing. After many years, the man hold different positions. Sir, God was waiting. Do you know the height of insult that man would have received when he was a speaker of the state? Somebody will say, well, don't blame him. He can make law that's against the children because he doesn't have. The wife is barren. Oh, God. Is somebody in this church after me? Is the rainy season affecting your voice? Encourage me to preach. Do you know the height of insult? Do you know how many times that man and the wife would have shared tears in secret? They will go to functions. A woman that she know the day they marry her, the woman gave birth to a child, they went for naming ceremony, they went for dedication. You think he's happy? He's just trying to encourage himself. What can I do? If it is the one that I can bought with the money, I would have bought it. That is why I tell you to tell you, sir, several times that man would have gone through pain. That man would have stand in public, maybe when he's at the house, trying to make a law. He will remember that everybody here have a child. I don't have. Who am I making this law for self? This money, what is it for? Let me live my life anyhow. That man would have lived Christianity and go back to the world several times. But in the midst of those things, God was just watching him. Why? God is saying, exhaust all your idea. Let me step in. Until doctor fail you, God cannot intervene. Until doctor fail you, God cannot intervene. You know why? Even doctor need help. But Ferdinand, I came to your place for commandant breaking. I ministered all through the night. Early in the morning, one of your auntie came. She's a medical doctor. A practicing medical doctor. The son was at the point of death. He brought the son to see a pastor. Jehovah, thank you. A doctor brought the child to see a pastor. And said, Pastor, I've applied all the medical things I know. Syringe is confused. Needle is tired. Drugs have failed. I think this one anointing is only thing that is remaining. Psalm 66 verse 3. By the mightiness of God's power, all the enemy of God shall submit. For today, you are trouble. Submit. He's here. That's why I'm saying it. I was with my friend, Apostle Ugu. Ugu laughed and said, I will not pray. I said, why? He said, you must say, doctor, you're a doctor, Abi? Doctor. I said, I was preaching, what's the problem? He said, leave me, let me finish with doctor. Say, doctor, why can't you treat your child? Doctor says, I'm man of God, no vessel. I've been hearing about this, your pastor friend. That's why I have to bring my son. They came from, I think, from Owerri, I mean from Asaba. Okay, they came from Asaba to see me inside the Imo State. And with the child was at the point of death. Doctor was crying. So I said, so doctor can cry. Just one that put somebody's neck. I said, put your neck where? So I can put an anointing and twist the neck as well. That's why I told the policeman some days ago, I said, when you are shouting, bring out your voice. Because your rank end here, my own end here. And your own, you can retire. My job is ABAB. Forever is not right. Forever is English. ABAB. So look for the meaning of ABAB. And as the woman handed the child over to me, my eye changed color. Everything inside me changed. I said, oh God, if you are on strike,